Live on. So we're live on Facebook. Um, just gonna have a conversation. Tonight we're gonna be sharing a little bit about the Carmelo Anthony case. Couple of things. We cannot say pew pew. I am going to be going live. I mean, we cannot say gun. We cannot say knife. We cannot say murder. And we cannot say kill. You have to say pew pew, poker, and unalive. You hear me?
Yes, ma'am. You cannot say murder, gun, knife,
On TikTok. Once I go
anything
live on
about race.
TikTok, yeah,
Okay.
you'll hear
Yes,
me.
ma'am.
You'll hear me with my terminology, so you can grasp what's being said.
Okay.
So I'm getting ready to go live on TikTok. We are live on Facebook, so if you want to introduce yourself to the people on Facebook, YouTube, Kick, and Twitch, you can go ahead and do that while I go live over here.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, listeners and viewers. Thank you for joining us tonight on the Cool Podcast, which is a podcast show brought to you by Angela Thomas Smith, a visionary and author of a Sign Authors magazine. Thank you for tonight's show. Tonight's show is about an individual case, a Karmelo Anthony case that we will be visiting. And tonight we will be talking about his situation. So my name is Cornel. I am a co-host of Let's Talk About It and the founder of the Free Sex Campaign. And tonight, as I said, we will be talking about this case and we will be shedding light on the facts and circumstances surrounding this case. So thank you very much for joining us tonight. And tonight we're going to have a good show.
But we are live on TikTok now, so we can go ahead with the conversation.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us again tonight. And tonight we're going to talk about the case of Karmelo Anthony. And we're going to shed light on the fact that this case has taken the turn for the worse from the beginning of the offset of the case. And we're going to show you tonight that the Collins County District Attorney's Office has failed the law to be applied to the facts of this particular case. And that this individual, Karmelo Anthony, is being victimized by the system who fails to acknowledge that the law has to be applied all the way around, not just in part, but in whole. And in this particular case, we are going to show you that this individual either had a right to self-defense or a right to stand his ground. And with this facts, I'm going to show tonight that the law applies in this case, and that the DA is failing to recognize this. Karmelo Anthony was an individual who just happened to be walking one day, and it was raining, so he somehow seen a tent. Okay, and he went to go get shelter. And while he was there, I guess some other individuals were there, and somehow or another, one of the little individuals who were there, felt that he shouldn't be there.
So let me interject, because there's going to be a lot of people that hear this and they tune in. So a lot of people have seen the video. Have you seen this video?
No, ma'am, I have not seen
Okay,
this
so
video.
You are just, what will you be relying your information on?
Okay, ma'am, that's a good question, ma'am. Okay, based upon a lot of the opinions and circumstances given by others' opinions related to some of the facts in the case, we're only assuming that this